Okay, I'm going to do a little bit of an overview on this. So this is my 1981 Yamaha XS1100 that I traded a Goldwing for, and then that Goldwing ended up coming back to me because it never got put in anyone's name other than mine, and then it got impounded, and I had to pay that. So then I ended up with both bikes. Then I sold the Goldwing and really made sure that it was not in my name anymore. So when I got this, I rode it home, and then it didn't have a title. So then I parked it, took it to Washington State Patrol to get inspected. I trailered it, and then it rained. Even though I had this covered under a tarp and everything, it rained a lot. So when I got home and tried to fire it up again, it wouldn't start. Well, it would start, but it wasn't running right. And it was only running on 2 cylinders. So the original ignition control unit got wet and lost the output for one of the coils, because each coil, it had 2 coils, each coil fired 2 cylinders. So it lost that, and used ones were like $300, and then new old stock ones were about $700 or more. So I was like, no, I bet I can do this cheaper. And I found a Speeduino that had 4 ignition outputs, and then all the required inputs to run that and nothing else. So it was super simple, and that was, I think, 120 bucks. I had some D585 ignition coils, LS ignition coils, and I did that. I made a custom trigger wheel for the bottom there, and then I have a cam trigger as well, so it's fully sequential. And then I have this TPS sensor. All of this stuff is just temporary, because I've been working on this for 2 years. I wasn't running for 2 years, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna try again. I took a bit of a break, and I was like, I'm gonna try again. I'm gonna look at the settings one more time in the ECU, and it turns out that the ignition dwell table. So it's the table that controls how much charge time the ignition coils get before they fire based on battery voltage. That was not set up at all. So it was either no dwell at all, so no charge time, or like 30 milliseconds of dwell, which these coils can only take 9 milliseconds before they start cooking themselves, and they have overdwell protection. That overdwell protection is just firing the coil. So my ignition was all over the place. I just couldn't get it to run. Then I changed that, and it fired right up. And then I had to chase some fueling issues, which are half solved. I rebuilt the carbs, but the idle control screws are still, they're all the way down, and I'm still fouling plugs at idle. If I give it gas, it'll clear up and then idle better after. But I was chasing those down, then I was chasing down some more spark issues, and that was just spark plugs, so I replaced all of the spark plugs, and here we are. I'm doing my first ride test on this in 2 years, and my rule here is I'm not going to go farther than I am comfortable pushing it back, because I expect something to go wrong. So without further ado, I'm going to close the garage, turn this around, and then ride around my neighborhood. Alright. Okay, first gear. Oh, yep, about what I expected. rich. Alright, so I probably flooded it or fouled the plugs. I should have brought the spark plug wrench. Alright. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm not far from home, so I'm walking back. And then I'm going to take the plugs out and clean them. Yeah, okay. I'll be right back. Yep. Yep. There we go. Hopefully I don't get hit. They've been worse than this. Yeah, and it's not wet, so it's not completely flooding. Okay. This is how I check and see how things are firing. 94, yeah, 66, 111. Interesting. Interesting. All right, let's try again, shall we? Aww. Okay. See, that's rich. All right, well. I'm holding throttle at the same spot and I'm surging like this. So I can't tell if that... I'm sure everyone here is loving this. God damn it. Okay. raining, which it wasn't supposed to do. That's an interesting noise on D-cell there. Alright. Well, when we get home, we're going to that's just, that's hot, Alright, I guess we're pushing. And I guess we're pushing that one. This is a heavy bike. Okay. Nope, I need to be done. There's like no stuttering there. What's up with that? Why can't you do that all the time, huh? That was me hitting that on accident, but first ride. Not too bad. Not great. I'm gonna turn that off. That off. Ugh. It wasn't supposed to rain today. Well, so back in the garage. Massive mess. Terrible at organizing things. Cell project. Okay, so 360 something. See, okay, so that cylinder's not really firing, and that cylinder's fine. That cylinder's a little bit cold. So I don't know what. So it's probably the carbs more than anything, more than likely. Which sucks because carbs are a pain in my ass. And I've had these things off so many times to adjust the float so that it doesn't just pour gas out of the carb, and then to adjust the float again so that it actually has enough gas in the carb. Just a pain in my ass. I'll take the plugs out and we'll take a look at that. That's about right. If anything, it's lean. So, nice. Well, I mean, that's not like a lot of carbon buildup. That's pretty much perfect. And that was, let's see, they're cooling down by now, but we'll see. Yeah, no, that one's really cool. Interesting. And this was another cold cylinder. See that? That's too rich. That's a little bit foul. I mean, it's a little bit rich, but that's about right. And that was, yeah, because it was 1 and 3 that were the two hottest, and then 2 and 4 were cold. And I think 4 was the coldest, and that one was the most foul. I'm actually going to take some of the 4 spark plug back out. Oh, one more thing actually, because I did mention that I think I know what that rattling was, and that I hope I'm very wrong, but also a good opportunity to show my custom trigger setup here. Alright. Oh, this is it. It's not ideal, but so far it works okay. Oh. Okay, that's not moving around. That might be a little bit oil drip. Yep, probably from the tensioner there. But I mean, overall, honestly, I'd call that a success. If I didn't catch on fire. Here, you know what? Let's start it up one more time in here. Again, my neighbors love me. So the temperature's going down, which is not good. Alright, now it's running on that one too. That one for sure. Oh, there we go, temperature's gone up. Oh, I 3D printed these too for there. I wonder what it sounds like. Yeah. Cool. Well, there's the idle climb as it runs out of gas, and there she is. If this video does well, I'll make more videos of working on my projects, because I have this, I have the Tercel, and I also have a AW11 MR2 that I need to do a head gasket on. We'll see. This will get its own video. If this does well, I'll make a whole video about this.